y'all. I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction that you'd like me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows. We live every Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's get into our video. And today, we got to talk about Jaron Ennis and his upcoming fight with Jaron Ennis. Just going to call this man Karen, bro. I don't know how to say his last name. It's a lot of letters, a lot of words, a lot of consonants, a lot of vowels, and Chukhadzian. Karen Chukhadzian is who he fighting. We gotta talk about that, bro, because what I think people are doing, and this is mainly Terence Crawford fanboys on Twitter and Terence Crawford fanboys on the channel. What I'm being told is, you ain't keeping that same energy. Cause everybody know I like Boots and shit, right? You ain't keeping that same energy. Boots is fighting a trash opponent. Boots is fighting somebody we don't want to see him fight. Why you come so hard for Terence Crawford, but you ain't got nothing to say about Jaron Ennis? We're seeing a lot of that shit on Twitter, right? People trying to make comparisons between the two. And it's like, it's certain shit that you think you don't have to explain, but you do. First of all, the first part of this video, Jaron Ennis, right? People need to understand, and Ennis has come out and confirmed this. He was supposed to fight Ennis on this card, and that would have been a damn good fight. But per Ennis, Ennis and his team ducked Jaron Ennis because Richard Schaefer and them decided instead of going that route, they were going to go the WBA route. Now, Ennis didn't blame the fighter. He said it's not the fighter's fault, it's the team. They was just trying to look out for him and I guess moving him right. And so they decided to go the Virgil Ortiz route because they believe that that's a less dangerous fight. But for me, I got to, bro, like when Jaime Munguia, people like, oh, Jaime didn't duck, man, that was Oscar and them, that was the zone. He didn't duck Jamal Charlo. That's the zone doing that. Williams Zepeda, he didn't duck Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, he didn't duck Shakur Stevenson. That was Oscar De La Hoya and them. You know, Jaime Munguia didn't duck. That was Oscar De La Hoya and them. Listen, if you complicit and you don't come out and you don't say something like, hey, man, I'm signed to fight. I want the fight and shit. Like, I don't know what they doing, but I want that fight. Ain't nobody ducking him. I want the fight. But for whatever reason, I can't take it. But as soon as I get out this contract or as soon as I can, bro, I want to beat your ass. Ennis didn't say that, bro. Instead, Ennis is making it seem like it's other shit. He made a tweet talking about how many fight dates he was supposed to have and promised this and promised that and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got enough time to do that, you got enough time to tell us, look, man, I wanted the Boots fight. But Richard Schaefer and my team, they thought they want me to go another round. And since I'm under contract, I pretty much got to fight who they take. But he ain't do that shit. So if you complicit in it, bro, then we got to be like, look, bro, you ain't want no smoke. So that's a key difference right there. Jaron Ennis is fighting this guy Karen because the big fight that he had, the one that they had offers out on, they ducked him, bro. Same with the Rashidi Ellis situation. I'm told that they gave Speedy Rashidi Ellis an offer. Now, my brother Ghost and people that rock with Speedy Rashidi will tell me that it was an offer that you know, one of them ones where they made it to him and it's something that he can't accept and it was this and it was that. All I know is he turned down a fight with Boots for whatever reason, and now he fighting on the exact same day on the exact same card. So, I mean, they had an offer for that fight, and it fell through. Regardless of who you blame, they out here trying to make bigger fights, but they fighting this Karen because ain't nobody really stepping up to the plate. Now, the reason that the comparisons between Jaron Ennis don't make sense is twofold. Number one is a world champion and the other one is still just a contender/prospect. The other thing is, one of them had people turn down fights, Ennis, Speedy Rashidi Ellis, while the other one turned down a fight, turning down Earl Spence to fight David Avenesian. So trying to compare Jaron Boots Ennis and Terence Bud Crawford and their lack of having a great opponent for their upcoming fights. Terence Crawford fighting Avenesian this week. Jaron Boots Ennis fighting Karen in a few weeks. It don't go. Because you got one guy that ducked out on a fight, that swerved the fight, and another guy that's being ducked out on and being swerved, bro. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Terence Crawford had 2 contracts in front of him and chose another one. Jaron Boots Ennis didn't turn down any contract. He didn't have an option to fight Karen or someone else and then turn it down and fight Karen. The other people turned it down, so he had to turn to Karen. Bro, it's very simple and very, very easy for people to make sense of this if you're trying to be objective and if you're trying to really break down why you shouldn't make a comparison like this. It's nothing alike. That's why I'm excited just to see Boots in the ring, because I know that he is both publicly and privately trying to make big fights, trying to call for the smoke. And if his father is lying, then why can't Montestanianis or Richard Schaefer or someone come out and tell their side of the story? That's why you are hearing me say right now that team, I mean, bro, y'all ducked them, bro. Looks like y'all had the fight. Looks like the fight was very close to being made, and then y'all decided to go another direction. And for whatever reason, you'd rather fight Virgil Ortiz instead of Jaron Boots Ennis. That's what the shit looked like. So, we're not going to do this. We're going to be fair. We're going to be firm. We're going to give criticism where it's justified. But to criticize Jaron Boots Ennis or ask anyone to criticize Jaron Boots Ennis for this fight with Karen, just because you see that person criticize Terence Crawford for his fight with Avenesian, you being full of cap, bro. You being disingenuous, man. You ain't being authentic with your analysis and with what you asking for people to do, bro. It's 2 totally different situations. Why would we criticize a young man who has fights being turned down versus another young man who turned down fights? One person is trying to make big fights with other contenders that are turning them down to go another route, while the other one is looking at the prospects of being undisputed, looking at the prospects of finding out who the best is in his weight class, and he chooses to do something else, bro. You can't compare the two. So of course the energy is going to be different. Of course the energy is going to be different for a fighter who is ducking versus a fighter who is being ducked. Of course the energy is going to be different for a fighter who has people that are literally turning down offers and turning down contracts versus a fighter who is turning down offers and turning down contracts. Like, you can't escape this shit, bro. This man, Terence Bud Crawford, literally had Earl Spence on the table. He had David Avenesian on the table. Not only did he choose David Avenesian, he chose not to let the Earl Spence and his side know, by his own words, he chose not to let them know about David Avenesian, to even give them a chance to beat whatever he was getting offered for David Avenesian, or entice him not to, continue negotiations with David Avenesian. He didn't even give him a chance to negotiate to try to make a better offer or nothing, bro. He always planned on this Avenesian shit, bro. You can't convince me differently. It just don't make sense when you try to. But you're welcome to come try. We live tonight at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. But that's the difference, bro. That's why we not on Boots heavy right now. But don't worry, if he duck out on some shit, if he get the cap in this shit, bro, we on his helmet, bro. That's what we do over here. We keep it all the way 100 and all the way real. But you can't ask people to try to give Boots smoke because Karen is a lackluster opponent. The reason that you are fighting a lackluster opponent matters, bro. People always forget about context. You can't just say some shit like, oh man, Terence Crawford, his opponent may not be the best, but shit, Boots' opponent ain't the best either. And y'all criticizing Bud, but you ain't criticizing Boots, bro. Keep that same energy. Without talking about the context as to why, bro. Like stop that bullshit, bro. You gotta stop. It makes absolutely no sense. This man, Jaron Boots Ennis, literally has people turning down fights and fights and fights to fight him. turning down offers to fight him, while Bud Crawford is turning down offers to fight. Jaron Ennis got people backing out of negotiations with him to go negotiate with other people and fight other people, and Terence Crawford is backing out of negotiation to go negotiate and fight with other people. And you trying to compare them like they the same? Stop that shit, man. Stop that shit. But it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Should we be criticizing Jaron Ennis the same way that we're criticizing Terence Bud Crawford because Jaron Ennis lackluster opponent that he will be facing on the Tank Davis undercard on January 7th? I feel like the energy should not be the same for those two because it's two totally different situations. I explained to y'all why in this video. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment down below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, go turn on notifications, man, so you can know when we upload content. And don't forget about my live shows. We live every Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And then we also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday morning is 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace out, y'all.